SharkyBreath.
He plays video games.
Hello and welcome back to Disco Elysium. Maybe today we'll actually get something done on this case. Maybe. I can't really guarantee anything much. Also, it'd be nice if we actually learned our name. That hasn't happened yet. Although, my brain did refer to me as Harry at one point, so I'm pretty sure I'm Harry. But I don't really know. I'm not really sure. Okay, so I've had some pointers. Number one. Wow, look at all these journal tasks. Wow, this has gotten... Hang on. There's been a lot here. There's been a lot added here. The pissing competition. Apparently there was a pissing match between Precinct 41 yours and Precinct 57 Kim's. Ask Kim about this after the initial inspection of the dead body is done. Okay, I can do that. End of day debrief with Kim. Filled Monday 9:15. Filled? Oh, that's when it gets filled into my journal. Yes, I see. Kim can answer any lingering questions you may have about the case and the RCM. Join him on the Whirling in Rags balcony after 22 o'clock. When you're calling it a day. Apparently I'm still going to be here at 22 o'clock, so that's something. Interview the cafeteria manager. That's the next thing to do, yes. The cafeteria manager of the Whirling in Rags might know something about the murder that happened in the yard. Ask him about it. You know, instead of just, pointing out things about his bird, like last time. Inspect the victim's body. It was about time, right? Inspect the body hanging in the back of the Whirling in Rags. This is a preliminary inspection. You just need to suppress the urge to throw up and approach it. Okay, I can do that. Report your badge missing. Seems important. You need to report your missing badge to the 41st Precinct as soon as possible. The lieutenant said that you can use the radio in his motor car to call your station. Well, good. And then, of course, singing karaoke, which I can't do because I don't have a tape. Anyway, where's my thoughts thing? There's my thoughts thing. So it was pointed out to me, right? It was pointed out to me that internalizing these things is not something that, it's not going to take 5 hours immediately if I push this button. It's something that my dude here will start working on as soon as I push this button. Although he will apparently suffer -1 logic as soon as I do that. Did I read all this? I did read all this, didn't I? I absolutely did. Well, in that case, why don't we go ahead and start to internalize it? Despite the lack of the debuff to my logic. I've got pretty good logic, I think, so it'll be fine. Internalize that business. Look at me go. I'm internalizing it. You can see by the lasers. Okay, great. So that's going on. Now, somewhere around here, right? Somewhere around here, I was told there's a place where it lists all the... There we go. There we go. Apparently, there's more advanced descriptions of all the skills in here. So, you know what we're going to do? We're going to go through all of them. Yep, you heard me. You heard me. All right. I don't know. I don't know where. Info, there it is. Look at that. Okay, so. I hope you're ready for this because apparently there's important stuff here. Or at least there's... The writing in this game is really good, okay? We're going to read it all. It's fine. Logic. Wield raw intellectual power. Deduce the world. Cool for analysts, pure rationalists, obviously logicians. Logic urges you to analyze the living daylights out of the case. It enables you to piece evidence together, detect inconsistencies in statements, and impress everyone with your astonishing conclusions. It's the bread and butter of many a detective. It's very, Sherlock Holmes type stuff. At high levels, logic will be able to solve even the most complicated puzzle. You will be very proud and thus susceptible to intellectual flattery. For those blinded by their own brilliance often miss important clues. With low levels of logic, you're going to have a hard time solving even the simplest puzzle. Even if you find the pieces, good luck putting them together. I mean, it is that kind of a game, Kind of makes sense. I'm real sorry about the little clicky noise that's happening on this screen, by the way. I feel like that's going to get real annoying by the time I'm done with all, let me see, 24 of these skills. Encyclopedia. Cool for thinkers, historians, trivia freaks. Encyclopedia makes you a know-it-all, turning your mind into a database of facts. It enables you to draw on these facts innately, offering a wealth of background knowledge to all things related and unrelated to your case. Who knows when the history of cigarette brands will provide the breakthrough you need to arrest a murderer, or when knowledge of pre-revolutionary guns might save a life. At high levels, Encyclopedia shares this wealth of knowledge to an almost overwhelming degree. While it may give you crucial breakthroughs, it more often will clutter your mind with useless tidbits. I've noticed that, actually. I probably wouldn't have taken Encyclopedia if I had, understood what I was doing when I created my character, but I didn't. By the way, on that particular topic, I'm not going to change it. I'm going to stick with what I got because obviously I am, but also because it seems super appropriate, doesn't it? accidentally making a decision that changes the framework of my entire character's existence, which I will then live in regret about for the rest of this game. That seems like it's entirely in character for this game. Anyway, what was I saying? With low-level encyclopedia, though, you'll be forced to work with only the clues in front of you. Without any background knowledge, copying is going to be tough stuff. I mean, probably going to be tough stuff anyway. That's just how it is. Rhetoric. Cool for ideologues, conversationalists, would-be politicians. Rhetoric... For a second, I thought it's not rhetoric, it's rhetoric. I had it right. Rhetoric urges you to debate, make intellectual discourse, nitpick, and win. It enables you to break down arguments and hear what people are really saying. You'll spot fallacies as soon as they're used. What exactly did the waiter leave out of their testimony? What was the dancer trying to divert you from? Was that double entendre intended, or did you just get an accidental lead? At high levels, rhetoric will make you an impressive political beast, one whose beliefs are impenetrable. That seems like a bad thing, which is to say, one whose mind will not change, one who will calcify. That's what I was thinking. With low rhetoric, though, you'll have a hard time shooting down any argument. Nailing people to their testimonies will be nay impossible. I think they meant nigh impossible, but that says nay impossible. Is that a horse reference? What if I click it? That doesn't seem to make any sense. Whatever, it's fine. Drama. Look at that impressive face ball. Cool for undercover cops, thespians of the stage, psychopaths. Drama urges you to treat the world as a stage, and on it to perform. It enables you to lie, to concoct the most elaborate and wonderful stories, to take on ingenious personas and perform acts of stagecraft in an entertaining amalgam of forbery and deceit. As well, it enables you to see through would-be actors and their false antics. If they lie, you'll know immediately. At high levels, drama may render you an insufferable thespian, one prone to hysterics and bouts of paranoia. For to know the world is a stage is to know that truth is a vanity. However, with low drama, you cannot lie, or discern when others lie. And a cop who can't do either is a cop who's soon going to be lying 6 feet under. I mean, yeah, but also I feel like a cop who has true physique might be one who's lying 6 feet under fairly soon, but that's okay, I suppose. Conceptualization. Cool for creatives, psychedelic fanciers, critics. Conceptualization has a special role it wants you to play in this world. Not the role of cop, but of art cop. It enables you to make fresh associations, to delve into world concepts from Jan Karp's postmodernist carpery to Rivachol's arabesque architectural style didgeridada, that's a word, and even the concept of hardcore. And then, importantly, to add your own contribution to these works. Even the concept of hardcore? What do you mean by that? Probably nothing. At high levels, conceptualization makes you go big, perhaps too big. It is ostentatious, demanding grand displays. Why live life when you can throw yourself into a live volcano? Good question. At low levels, however, you will be unable to see the world in a creative light. You'll be unable to contribute to conversations in an art gallery. Only boring people will invite you to their dust parties. Dust parties. Fascinating. Visual calculus, cool for forensic scientists, tactical fighters, math-minded people. Visual calculus verses you not only in the laws of the state, but the laws of nature. It enables you to create virtual crime scene models in your mind's eye. You'll see how a bullet shattered the glass, and from that, trace its trajectory with mathematical precision. You'll also count so many footprints, and at a glance discern shoe size and design, as well as the height, weight, and gender of the one who wore them. That sounds like I'm getting a glut of data, which I'm already getting from Encyclopedia, but that's okay. At high levels, visual calculus makes the world reveal its secrets to you, but you may be so absorbed by your mind diorama that you don't notice as crooks steal your pants. Oh no, my pants! However, at low levels, your mind's eye will be blind. Reconstructing crime scenes will be difficult without outside help. Like Kim, for example, but in this case I got it covered. Okay, so that was the intellect field. That was the ones that I'm actually good at. Oh, can I actually improve this? Can I actually... Oh. I can't tell. I guess it looks like... Oh, no, I can't. I specifically can't. You do not know if a skill point's available, right? So I need 100 experience to get a skill point, and that is to level up a skill. You cannot improve your stats. That's just how it is. Unless these pluses actually mean something, which I don't know yet. That's fine. Moving on to Psyche, my worst field, my worst front, the worst of me. Volition. Hold yourself together, keep your morale up. What do you have to say? Cool for sane people, well-adjusted cops, the non-suicidal. Oh, well, that sounds like a great thing to have a 1 in. Volition urges you to be a good guy, to others and to yourself. It enables you to resist temptation, be it in a bottle, between a pair of legs, or at the end of an iron barrel which promises oblivion. Oh boy, oblivion. Oh boy. Volition gives you the will to finish the investigation, improving your morale, one of the 2 health pools in the game. Right, the one that I have a 1 in. At high levels, Volition makes you hypersane. When you're about to get funky, it keeps you normal. It's a bit of a party pooper. At low levels, however, you'll have little morale. Without it, you'll be a profoundly unstable cop, falling apart at the seams as you make irreversible mistakes. Well, guess we have that to look forward to. I guess I should probably prioritize leveling up Volition as soon as I can, huh? Seems like it. Wait a second. Why do I have a 2 in Inland Empire? Why do I have a 2 in Inland Empire and a 1 in everything else? Well, I mean, except for Esprit de Corps. I don't understand why this is the case. And why... Oh, right, my logic is suffering right now because I'm internalizing a thing. I remember that. But I don't understand... Dave, listen, I don't know. It's fine. Inland Empire. Cool for dreamers, paranatural investigators, mental creators. Inland Empire is the unfiltered wellspring of imagination, emotion, and foreboding. It enables you to grope your way through invisible dimensions of reality, gaining insight into that which sight can't see. What's really going? What do these... Do you mean what's really going on, maybe? What do these enigmatic riddles mean for the world fate? Which enigmatic riddles? I guess I have too little Inland Empire to know. At high levels, Inland Empire animates the inanimate. You'll have conversations with your clothing, conversations that may change the course of the investigation if you're not thrown in the loony bin first. With low Inland Empire, however, you'll be void of imagination and character. And then how will you shape the cosmos? I guess I just won't. Empathy. Cool for judges of character, interviewers, interrogators. Empathy breaks into the souls of others and forces you to feel what's inside. That's an interesting way of wording it. An invasive way of wording it. It enables you to notice social cues others may miss. Perhaps a hidden sadness you could coax out a little more. A strange joy from someone who should be bereaved. Or a hidden resentment that could return to harm you later. At high levels, empathy really puts you in other people's shoes. You'll cry for their sorrows, punch walls to relieve their angers, and be an even more unstable cop. With low empathy, however, you'll be an ungainly beast unable to talk to anyone without upsetting them. I've noticed that. Oh boy, I sure do wish I had some emotional intelligence. Authority. Cool for leaders, experts of psychological warfare, respect junkies. Sounds great. Authority urges you to assert and reassert your dominance over those around you. It enables you to understand the power dynamics of groups of thugs, know how far you can push a perpetrator, and how to establish control of situations. At high levels, authority demands respect. Even a perceived slight could send you into knee-breaking mode. Oh no, not knee-breaking mode. With low authority, however, you're forever in awkward situations, like when you suffer psychological breakdowns after you yell at teenagers and they laugh at you. Teenagers laugh at you most of the time, though, so it's fine. Don't worry about it. Esprit de Corps. Cool for cops. Cop aficionados, pretend cops. Esprit de Corps is the very spirit of policing, the copgeist. It enables you to understand your blue-souled sisters and brothers, not only by picking up subtle signals from your partner, but by witnessing flash-sideways scenes as they play out in your precinct. Flash-sideways scenes. I don't know if that... Maybe happening adjacent to the action? Is that what that means? At high levels, you'll be the very heart of the police force, not only willing and able, but obliged to take a bullet for your partner. However, without Esprit de Corps, you'll be flying blind, unable to understand discreet remarks colleagues make in high-stakes situations, remarks that might just save your life. Well, I guess it's good I have a 2 in there instead of a 1 then, isn't it? However, now we have suggestion, in which I have a 0. Cool for diplomats, charmers, sociopaths. Great. Suggestion urges a soft power approach. If people think they want what you want, you've already won. This skill enables you to implant ideas into the minds of others. You can make the citizens like you more. You can make gangsters turn on each other, too. Many crime rings have been broken by just a little doubt, after all. At high level, suggestion makes you affable to everyone and more resistant to their charms in turn. But all that schmoozing and oozing charm will make you slimy. And you'll know it, even if no one else does. With low levels of suggestion, though, you'll have difficulty getting any kind of rapport with others. You'll be alone, both during the day and at night. Oh, I see. Yes, that kind of at night. I get it, yes. Well, I have a 0, so I guess I should get used to being alone. Hooray! Let's go on to physique, my other weakest area. Endurance. Cool for fighters who can take a hit. Lookouts who don't sleep. Human batteries. Endurance is your metabolism and circulatory system. It improves your health, one of the two health pools in the game. It enables probably you to survive being a cop. Who cares if you can't aim a gun if you can take a few bullets? Well, what if I can't do either? Why be afraid of drugs that hurt your health if you're a very, very healthy man? You just have health to spare, no problem. I don't. At high levels, endurance enables you to take a few knocks to the head, enjoy a greater quantity of drugs, and shake off a few cardiac arrests. A few? Oh no. It makes you a powerful man who looks down on the weaklings who can't keep up. However, cops with low endurance are likely to struggle. The body is frail already, and the flesh of a cop will often be tested. And if it doesn't pass, it dies. That's another thing I was told in the comments, is to not be afraid of failure. I'm guessing there will be a lot of that in my future. Pain threshold. I've already run into this one when I turned on the lights with a hangover. Ha. Cool for unstoppable fighters, guys who won't die, masochists. Pain threshold ignores damage so you can push on, bloodied and crawling to the bitterest end. It enables you to negate damage you would otherwise take, even mental pain, heartache, and loneliness. In fact, these things can become a thrill you seek out and perversely revel in. Oh, good. Masochism. At high levels, pain threshold turns it in on itself in a seriously unhealthy way, with full-on self-destructive behavior. With a low pain threshold, however, you will suffer too easily. Even a slap from a teenager will make you whine and complain. What is it with teenagers and this particular sheet in my brain about my stats? Apparently I have a thing against teenagers, or I'm afraid of them, perhaps? I'm not sure. Physical instrument. Cool for muscle men, bare-knuckle brawlers, gym teachers. Physical instrument is not only your muscles and your skeleton, it is your ability to use them effectively. It enables you to do push-ups, sit-ups, knockout punches, and 360-degree spin kicks. It's a one-size-fits-all solution to thriving and surviving in a physical world. At high levels, physical instrument breaks doors, chains, and bones, and it makes you laugh at the namby-pambies who can't. I feel like that is the check that I failed when I wanted to make fun of Kim for having glasses, apparently. You'll be manned up, encouraging others to curl iron until they're manned up too. At low levels, however, you'll have a hard time arresting anyone who isn't infirm or already dead. Indeed, engaging in physical confrontations could leave you in either state. Ha ha! Lovely. Electrochemistry, which I have a little bit of a boost in for some reason. Great. Isn't this the drugs one? Cool for high flyers, party enthusiasts, cops who need lightning. Electrochemistry is the animal within you, the beast longing to be unleashed to indulge and enjoy. It enables you to take drugs with fewer negative side effects. It also enables you to better investigate lurid matters. If you need to understand a chemical breakdown, or talk to someone blasted out of their mind, or understand sexual dynamics, electrochemistry is there to guide you. Well, I have a 3. I guess maybe I can get somewhere. I have a 0 suggestion, though, remember that. At high levels, electrochemistry makes you a man of unrestrained pleasure, an unrepentant Lothario who leers at people with a bottle of speed and a plastic bendy straw in either hand. Sounds like a great time. But with a low electrochemistry, you'll be too innocent to be effective. Without a working knowledge of drugs and sex, the city will be difficult to understand. I guess fair enough. I have 2 in it. Why is it a 3? Is that also due to the thing I'm internalizing right now? I wonder. I don't know. Shivers. Cool for city lovers, the wisest of the streetwise, the genuinely supernatural. You like to spell it supernatural. That reminds me, I kind of wanted to ask Kim about this case being supernatural. Maybe I'll do that later. Shivers comes when the temperature drops and you become more keenly aware of your surroundings. It enables you to hear the city itself, to truly belong to the streets. It is a supernatural ability. Old wrongs play out in the present time. Scenes across the city happen in front of you. But who is speaking to who? Who is speaking to you? Ha ha! Yum is not a word. At high levels, shivers may make you seem mad to the outside world. As you listen to the city, you don't listen to others. Your superiors may begin to worry. With a low shivers, though you will seldom hear the city speaking to you, and if you cannot hear it, how can you ever save it? With a low shivers, though, you will seldom hear the city speaking to you. Got it. Though needs a comma. Whatever. It could use a proofreader. It's fine. I'm sure it's fine. So, in answer to my question last time, the difference between Inland Empire and Shivers is that Inland Empire is more of an imagination thing and living inside your own head, whereas Shivers is more like attuning yourself to the feel of the city kind of thing. Maybe. Half-light. Cool for high-strung investigators, shoot now, ask question later cops, surprise haters. Half-light is your fight-or-flight response. It enables you to sense the way situations are about to turn. It injects palpable fear into your heart. Fear that urges you to act before it's too late to act ever again. Fear that makes you frighten others. It is the aggression that lets you squeeze every last drop of information out of a witness. I have it too. At high levels, half-light, I keep wanting to say half-life. At high levels, half-light makes you ultra-attuned to the world. It is perpetual fear of your shadow, of someone else's name or scent. You'll be ready, always, to pounce and physically interrogate passers-by. At low levels, however, you'll find that your survival instinct is lacking, and your methods limp-wristed. Those who respect violence will not respect you. Oh, well. What a shame. Oh, it's my clothing. That's what it is. I just remembered. My clothing has buffs associated with it. Oh, I bet you that's going to come up. I bet you that's going to come up a lot. Okay, moving on to the final section. Motorics. I think that's how it's pronounced. Hand-eye coordination. Cool for trick shooters, snipers, jugglers. Hand-eye coordination loves the interactions between you and things that fly in the air. It enables you to catch coins from mob bosses, shoot straight, and understand firearms It's a good thing I chose to read this at a time when I can't read, huh? And understand firearms intimately. Want to know the precise make and mark of a pistol? Hand-eye coordination's got you. Why? Shouldn't that be an encyclopedia check? Want to shoot someone with it? Ditto. See, that's the one. That's the one that should be hand-eye coordination, right? Why would your coordination have anything to do with knowing anything about the nature of a gun? Well, I guess if you know about guns, you know how to fire guns, and I guess that sort of makes sense. Anyway, moving on. At high levels, hand-eye coordination makes you deadly, supposing you have a weapon in your hand, but once you do, hand-eye coordination will compel you to take the shot, even if it's not the best approach. I've actually noticed that, I think. I don't actually know that hand-eye coordination is what caused me to... No, I shouldn't say caused me to. Urged me to pickpocket that one man. But I definitely noticed that as soon as I saw his carabiner, my palms started itching. So I'm guessing what it is that when you're good at something in this game, you are compelled to do it, whether or not it's a good idea at the time. As a side note, I'm pretty sure that pickpocketing that one man was not a good idea, because I'm a cop. And while maybe taking the money would have been something that would be relatively hard to track, I now have his ID, which I can't use because it has a photo of him, not me, on it, and is going to pin me directly to his missing money. So that was pretty cool anyway. At low levels, however, you'll be even more of a disaster in waiting. Because when the guns go off, and they always do, you'll probably hit the wrong target. Great. Well, at least I have a 4. That's decent, right? Probably. Perception. Cool for fine detailed detectives, sensualists, urban scavengers. Perception wants you to be open to the world, with eyes, ears, and nose working at full capacity. It enables you to take in what others don't notice. The little wad of bills hid away in the sugar bowl, the odor of a perp hiding beneath the floorboards, the gulp of a suspect after claiming they've nothing to hide. At high levels, perception takes in every final detail of the physical world, enough to overwhelm all but the strongest mind, which mine is not. Although my intellect's decent. Hooray. However, with low levels, you are going to miss out on everything. After all, you can't arrest what you can't see, hear, or smell. I mean, fair point. It's probably just as well that I didn't sacrifice my motorics for psyche, but I still kind of wish that I did. Reaction speed. Cool for shot dodgers, thinkers on their feet, pinball heads. Reaction speed is the agility of your body and mind. It is instinct. It enables you to dodge punches, knives, bullets. Also sucker punches of the verbal kind. You'll be more streetwise, never lost for words or lacking a witty comeback. Your mental alacrity lets you connect little details on the fly, working in tandem with your intellect skills. Well, that works out nicely, doesn't it? At high levels, reaction speed makes your twitch reflex freakishly good. However, when your body acts before your mind, innocent situations can turn bad fast. You're high-strung, overly alert. At low levels, though, you won't be the one shooting first, which probably means you won't be shooting at all. A fair point. Something that's been bothering me since I read about it is, am I not correct that as long as my volition is 1, if I take any morale damage at all, I'm probably gonna, have a bad ending, right? I really gotta focus on that. I gotta find something to raise my volition for sure. Anyway, onward. Savoir-faire. Cool for acrobats, thieves, unbearable show-offs. Oh, savoir-faire is a thief thing, is it? Interesting. Savoir-faire urges you to be better than you are. It urges you to be disco. Disco, you say? Funny that you mentioned that. It's in the title. Slip by others in Samaran boxing style, then tumble out the back with unexpected acrobatics. It enables you to move with silent footsteps, to groove to a good beat, and to lift useful evidence off perps without them noticing. So it is how I picked that pocket. And I actually was kind of bad at it, considering the clothing I'm wearing. It also makes you a cooler cop, whose athletic flair will certainly impress the citizenry. At high levels, savoir-faire will make you the king of cool, which is as much to say the most stylish douchebag in Revachol. Nobody will see you until you're ready to be seen, and then they'll get the full treatment, whether they want it or not. At low levels, however, you'll be a bumbling, feckless cop unable to catch a pair of keys thrown by your partner without losing an eye. Hooray! Who needs eyes anyway? Interfacing. Cool for machinists, tinkerers, instrument players. Interfacing wants you to connect to machines, to use and improve them, because that makes you a better human organism. It enables you to understand interactions with machines, be that how to repair the motor of a Kinema motor carriage, how to analyze the way a suspect used a pen, or how to refigure electrical currents. It even lets you steal keys off a keyring without being noticed. Wait. So interfacing is the pickpocket thing. What did I see in savoir-faire that made me think that lift evidence off perps? Huh. Perhaps they work in tandem with each other for that sort of thing? I'm not really sure. At high levels, interfacing will isolate you from society. Why bother with people when you can talk to machines? I know, right? And why bother with things like money when you can just pocket that display sandwich? Fair point, actually. Why do I need that $5? It's not dollars. I don't know. At low levels, however, you will have a crucial part of the world cut off from you. People use machines to commit crimes all the time. If you can't understand how a crime was accomplished, how can you solve it? Ask Kim, probably. Kim seems like he might be good with machines. I don't know. He seems like a smart guy. But I'm also a smart guy. We're probably not going to be a very good team. Composure. Cool for card players, military fetishists, cool people. Military fetishists. Okay. Composure wants you not to crack, or at least it wants you not to crack in front of other people. It enables you to put up a strong front. It keeps your emotions hidden from the world and helps you to read the body language of others, to sense the cracks in their own composure. As well, it keeps you looking good while you do it. You'll rock that disco outfit a lot more if you don't slouch. I suppose that's true. But do you really want to? At high levels, composure makes you tuck your gut in and maintain a stern expression. Even lying in bed late at night when no one else can see you, you'll have to keep it up. You'll never be able to stop. With low composure, though, you'll always be the first to crack. Every cop's got a point when all that fear and rage comes spilling out, and the ones who unleash it don't stay on the force much longer. Perhaps worse still, you won't even make the ranks of fashion police. Yeah. But did you see how much I insulted my own outfit as I put it on? Probably something I have to do something about eventually, huh? So that was half an hour of reading skills. How are you doing? I'm doing great. I'm actually very pleased that I read these. It makes the things that I didn't understand a lot more clear, and I'm guessing I'll need to be intimately familiar with how these things work in order to be successful at this game. That said, it seems like being successful at this game is maybe optional. Great, so here we are in the lobby again. Still haven't started on that case. What's this?
The theme on that pinball machine is a standard royalist theme, used on everything from pinball cabinets to full-flavor cigarettes.
You mean this crown thingy right here? That would make sense if it was a royalist theme, right? What are its hallmarks?
Clinging to a picture book version of the past century, waiting for the king to come back and cast out all the profiteers and homosexuals.
Aha.
Basically, imagine a yellow plastic crown with a liquor brand emblazoned on it.
I see. So that is, in fact, that thing right there, that's the royalist symbol. It makes sense. It's a crown. Sure. So there was a king in the past century. That's some information I just gained. And also that the people who wish that the king would return, the royal, what would you call them? Royal loyalists? Loyal royalists. Let's go with that one. Are probably bigots. Cool. Good. Wait, where do I see it get such a crown? The idea of a king and a century gone is pretty fascinating. I'd rather know more about the world of today. I do kind of want a crown.
It comes free with a six-pack of Vermilion Roy d'Or. The words Roy d'Or are stamped into the crown's plastic.
That seems to make sense. Okay, so do we like the idea of a king in a century gone, or do we like more about the world of today? I mean, it seems like the world of today is kind of a garbage pile, but then again, probably everything has been a garbage pile forever, given the sort of mode this game is in. So the only data point I have is that people who like the idea of a king in the century gone would rather not have any homosexuals around. So let's go ahead and do the world of today.
The contemporary period stands still. The fated carousel of progress that doomed the royalists is itself winding down.
Mm-hmm.
Our time is decelerating into what no one knows.
Interesting that that comes from the encyclopedia, huh? So that's just a stone-cold fact. Great. Great. Entropy is happening, and we're all on until the bitter end. Well, lovely. Okay. Thank you, brain. What was I doing? Nice autosave, thank you. I need to go talk to that guy over there. Let's go talk to that guy over there. This way. Follow me, Kim. Wait, I didn't talk to you after I picked up Kim. Hello.
Hello, sweetie.
Hi. Can we talk now that Kim is part of this?
Wait, who's Sweetie?
Reaction speed. Easy success. Who's Sweetie? Does that mean you like me? Leave. Those are the options? Who's Sweetie? I guess it's me. But do proceed.
Why, you are, officer.
I'm no Sweetie. Look at me. Maybe I am. I mean, what do I know about myself? What do I know that would make me think that I might be a Sweetie? I guess the only data point I have that makes any suggestion that I might be a Sweetie is that this woman here has called me one. You know what? Let's try and maintain a positive self-image. Yeah?
And have you found anyone to be sweet to?
She smiles conspiratorially. No, I'm done with mating rituals this time around. I don't know, Wink. Maybe I have. I had once, Wink twice, but then I lost her. I don't really want to talk about that right now. Shoot, am I accidentally flirting with Lena, the cryptozoologist's wife? Who's the cryptozoologist? The person working in the back, maybe? Huh. Wink twice. Oh, boy. I haven't. I apparently had an ex-wife. Hey, here's something to know about me. I get severely uncomfortable whenever we approach anything having to do with this whole angle of humanity, so that's fun. I don't know if I have a history with you, which may be what you're suggesting. I don't think... Well, okay, I don't have styles. I don't have charm. We've been over that. It was in the skills list. So there's no point in trying this sort of thing. Right? Mating rituals. Be easier on the channel if I was done with mating rituals this time around. Sure.
The mating rituals aren't the good part, sweetie.
Fair enough.
I know it's none of my business, but you look like you need someone to take care of you.
Okay. Okay, so you're just being perceptive as to my human nature, and it wasn't anything, like, it wasn't. It's fine. Her eyes shine with gentle compassion, by the way. Thank you for the gentle compassion, Lena. You seem like a nice lady. Continue.
I suppose all of us do at one time or another. I don't know what I'd do without Morel.
Morel? I suppose that's the cryptozoologist? Continue?
You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained. I completely forgot to introduce myself.
She slaps herself on the forehead, but her name is listed right here, which is convenient.
I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
Uh-huh. Her eyes glitter over the rims of her glasses as she looks up, smiling. When they're away. Or Morel and Gary are? I wonder what they're off doing. Also, I wonder if there's any significance to the color of the continue boxes. I've noticed that they're often different. Maybe I'm thinking too hard about things, but that seems to be my job. Hooray! Continue.
This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot.
You mean I'm trying to recruit her as a cop? You seem to be in a chair. How'd you like to roll with me? I don't know if you've noticed, but I don't know where I am, or what I'm doing, or anything. I gotta get going now, leave. So I can either make an observation that she has a wheelchair. I can make a, poor taste joke based off of the fact that she's in a wheelchair, or I can go ahead and tell her that I have no idea what's going on when in this situation or any other, which is what I've been doing so far, so let's keep it up.
Yes, officer. You look rather dazed. Like a stunned fox. But surely things can't be that bad.
Her eyes follow your movements with some concern. I drank so hard I forgot literally everything. I hope you're right. I hope it's not too bad. Yeah, I'm blowing this whole thing out of proportion. Forget I said anything. Let's try and keep it a little bit... Well... I'm tempted to go with 1 or 2, see? Because this seems a little bit like too much information right off the bat, right? She's being considerate here, but she may not want to know the nitty-gritty details of exactly what happened to me, which is just as well because I cannot remember most of them. I do hope it's not too bad.
You know where we are, right?
The Whirling in Rags cafeteria? It's on my keys. We're in Revachol. On Inselind? I'm guessing that's like the continent? I don't really know. Some seedy hotel? A war zone. At the edge of the world. We're dead. Haunting each other. We're ghosts. How much do I want to be just a total weirdo, I don't know how much I should be leaning into being a total weirdo. Like, it seems like it might be fun, but also... Like, okay, I do know we're in the world. I know these I don't know what Inselind is, but I'm guessing it's like we're the Whirling of Rags is exactly where we are. Revachol is the city around it. Inselind is probably the next tier up in terms of, geography. I don't know. Some seating hotel. We're dead, haunting each other. We're ghosts. I'm real tempted to say it just to see what she says, but I'm guessing it's going to... I don't... I'm way too hesitant to just say weird stuff, but this is the sort of game where you're supposed to just say weird stuff, isn't it? I mean, actually, this is pretty accurate. I don't know about the edge of the world thing necessarily, but it does seem to be a war zone. What with the whole union lynching situation, which I do not understand yet. Why am I thinking so hard about this? Remember when I said I was bad with decisions? It's going to keep coming up. It's going to keep coming up. Why would you give me 6 options when I don't even know if I can say multiples of them? I want to say all of them, but I can't. We're dead, haunting each other. We're ghosts.
Now.
She tilts her head as she looks up at you with maternal solicitude.
We are live in a hostel called the Whirling in Rags. And the Whirling itself is in the city of Revachol. Okay. All I know is that Revachol used to be really cool in the 30s. Revachol is the disgraced capital of the world. Something like that? Honestly, I don't know diddly squat about Revachol. What kind of place is this? I'm going to go with this one, because I do technically know that, thanks to my encyclopedia brain. Let's go with that. Yes, great. See? We're getting somewhere. What else do you know about our city of splendor? Tattered as she may be.
I could say that, but by really cool in the 30s, we're talking about the disco revival thing, right? Which I do seem to have leaned into a great deal on a personal level. I don't know if that counts as really cool necessarily, but I guess it's all a matter of opinion, isn't it? Cool always is, I suppose. Let's start with that.
The new disco dancing. It seems like a lifetime ago.
And it was like 20 years, huh? Her eyes are filled with light reflected off those gilded years when the city seemed full of possibility.
Much has changed, but it is still the most beautiful city in the world. A rare jewel set in the sand between the pines. Everyone says so, even foreigners.
There's a pause as she studies your expression. You must look quite lost. I would imagine that is true. Continue, please.
Speaking of history, you know what year it is.
It's the
Yes?
spring... Oh, sorry, I interrupted you. It's the spring of 51. Sure, it's the year 973. All I know is we are approaching the end times. It's a bad year in my late 40s or 50s. I don't even know how old I am. I do know it's the spring of 51. I saw the calendar upstairs. I am observant. However, I feel like I'm also having a crisis, so let's go ahead and have a crisis.
There. The year is 51, and spring has only just started. I'm sure there are better days ahead.
I suppose. I hope it's not a situation where, like, I get experience for giving you correct answers, right? That seems a little boring. I seem to get experience for doing interesting things, you know? So I'm going to try and do interesting things, which may not be the best reason to try and do interesting things, but here we are. Continue, please.
She looks flustered, her hands smoothing out the creases in her blanket, even as she attempts to reassure you.
Maybe she's trying to reassure herself of something else through her efforts to reassure me, you know, kind of like distracting herself? I wonder.
The lieutenant studies you, rubbing his chin.
He's been listening in on the conversation. I wasn't sure how aware of it he would be, but, I mean, he did seem pretty skeptical that I had forgotten everything, you know? Continue, please.
I'm beginning to suspect that you might indeed be completely adrift in this reality, thinks the lieutenant. How can it be that bad? Never mind. We're in this now.
Oh. Esprit de corps lets me hear Kim's thoughts? Or at least assume what he's thinking? Easy, 8. Your total 8. I barely passed that. Man! Me and my stupid, terrible psyche. Thank you for starting to believe me, Kim.
I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government?
Some kind of democracy, maybe? I'd like to think it's the dictatorship of the proletariat, but something tells me it's not. Our leaders are fierce warriors who traverse the plains on steeds. Civilization cowers before us. We are governed by intelligent machines that perform calculations to determine the freest market. Everyone hustles and grinds like a badass visionary. Radios are being used to control people's minds and distort our perception of reality, concealing our true masters, foreigners, and women. Cop. We are living under the cop regime. So this is a place where I can express an opinion, Let's not do this one. How about not that one? It doesn't... It doesn't seem like a true democracy, but I also haven't had much exposure to everything outside of this particular place that I am right now, so I can't really say. Various districts are governed by their own... But this district is governed by the union itself, right? The labor union. Which suggests a certain amount of independence from one district to another. But then again, here we are from 2 different districts as cops coming to investigate because they can't take care of their own business, apparently, or they're unwilling to, one way or another. I'm kind of inclined to do this. I'm gonna.
Oh, sweetie. It's really not. There used to be people who thought that way. Other people who wanted those things, but they all went extinct.
Extinct? That's a strong word, wow. She smiles a sad smile in the middle there, by the way. I'd like to figure out a better way to deal with the lines that don't get read out loud, but I'm doing the best I can. Continue.
Revachol is a zone of control led by an alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition.
Oh, right, I forgot about that.
We have almost no government of our own, and certainly no dictatorship of the proletariat.
Yeah, I suppose. I forgot. We're what's the word for it? There was an attempted revolution that was quashed, right? And we are occupied. We're in an occupation situation, aren't we? An alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition. Right. Okay, thank you. Continue.
But they still have cops.
They do. If there's no government, how come there are cops? I don't even know what to say. I'm so disappointed. This one seems important.
Oh dear, this is troubling. You really ought to know that, being one yourself.
I know,
There
right?
aren't any cops in Revachol, not in the traditional sense. The status of law enforcement has been a complicated matter since the revolution.
I believe it, but I'm here also, so, like, what's the deal?
But we should stop for today, sweetie.
Really?
You look like you need a break.
Do I?
Besides, I'm not the best person to explain the big things to anyone.
You've done a better job than anybody else I've talked to so far. Admittedly, there are like 3 of them. but thank you.
She's scared now. She's realized you really are brain damaged.
Great. That's from my half-light. And that was a success. Oh, so how did I do? What is the revolution you mentioned? Who could tell me more? Poorly. I do want to know more about the revolution, but that seems like the big things, doesn't it? She said she wants to be done. Pry for more information. Do it.
Defeat, I'm afraid. The people of this archipelago tried to build something new, something different. The rest of the world didn't like it, so they came and ended it. This was 42 years ago.
So I was presumably alive, but, young at the time? Teenager, maybe? I'm in my 50s, right? I don't know where I got that idea, but I don't know my own age, so I guess I don't know for sure. What does that have to do with there not being any cops? But I'm a cop. Whatever it was hasn't stopped me. I mean, it probably has. You just don't remember anything. Let's go with this one.
It has something to do with everything. I really don't know how to explain it better.
Reasonable. So, how did I do, Lena?
You didn't do too well, dear.
I know.
It does look like you're having trouble remembering things. History and places. Remembering reality, in a word. It's very odd.
It's very odd indeed. And I kind of wonder if there isn't a situation here where we're doing a meta thing where the reason why I don't remember anything is because now I'm being controlled by me, the player, and as the player, I know nothing. Maybe I'm looking too meta at it, but it sure seems possible, doesn't it? Anyway, continue, please.
A sigh. The lieutenant buries his nose in his notebook.
Am I about to fail a check? I feel like I am.
But maybe a fresh set of eyes is what the world needs. And while I'm no doctor, such bouts of amnesia are often temporary, so I wouldn't worry too much.
Plus, it doesn't want to do a whole lot of good for me to worry too much, would it? It's the condition I'm in is the condition I'm in. So who could tell me more?
Someone more educated in sweeping matters. Maybe you should ask.
I tried. He doesn't want to talk right now. We're on a case, which is probably why we shouldn't be talking to you right now, isn't it? Continue.
No. I'm not an encyclopedia. I won't be a guide either. I'm a detective.
Oh, he looks away in the middle. But you said you could help me, Kim. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Continue.
Of course. Then I don't know. Someone rich, maybe?
Something that's
Wealthy
happening.
people are educated. Though I don't know where you would find a wealthy person in Martinez.
That's a fair question. Has anyone mentioned that you look very little like your portrait? But I guess we're all a little bit mushy. We're all a little mushy and out of focus, aren't we, when you look at us from a distance? Continue, please.
That's a good point. This doesn't look like Rich Central.
Do we really want to talk to her about the fact that she's... I mean, I do want to know what happened, but like... And she now knows that I do have brain problems, so maybe I can get a free pass. I don't know. Hello?
Yes, dear. I'm a paraplegic.
My condolences.
A paraplegic is someone with limited or no ability to use the lower half of their body.
Yes.
Paraplegia is caused by spinal cord injuries, like falling from a great height, or a grenade explosion.
Thank you for that, Encyclopedia. That's very helpful. A grenade. A grenade? Did you fight in a war? I'm sorry, it was rude of me to mention the wheelchair. Let's move on. Thanks for clearing that up for me. Let's move on. Interesting. I'm pretty sure... if I want answers from her about what happened, I have to push forward, but it's really, really poor form to actually do that. I don't know how willing I am to just be a total... Oh. Sorry.
That's quite all right. I'm used to people asking questions. I know they're thinking about it anyway.
I suppose that's probably true, but I'm sorry to draw more attention to it. This is presumably a reference to the maybe she would make a good cop thing, but why does it have to have the word roll in it? Come on now, man. Come on now, man. I'm curious what she's going to say, so I'm going to do it, but I'm sick of myself immediately.
Whatever do you mean?
Her eyes light up. I want you to be my wheelchaired partner in fighting crime, ridding backyards of corpses, catching sequence killers. Nothing. I was thinking of the lyrics to a song. Want to roll with me? Those are my options. I mean, my brain thinks she'd be a good member of the police force. Let's see what she has to say on it, huh?
Sequence killers? Oh my.
She sounds impressed.
But I think you already have a partner, sweetie.
I mean, I just met him, but that's fair.
A partner who needs you to help him get a corpse down from a tree.
Right, sorry, Kim. Kim, of course, I forgot I had you. I know, but they're always side mysteries, sequence killers and forays into the paranatural. You're probably right, Kim. I forgot I had you. Oh. That one.
I can assure you with absolute certainty, there are no sequence killings taking place in Martinez.
I suppose. Thanks, Kim. Voice of reason.
Now, gentlemen, no need to squabble. I wouldn't be of much use to you anyway, sweetie.
She turns to you. Why? 3 heads are better than 2? You're probably right. I'm gonna keep pushing it.
Thank you, but
She looks out the window wistfully.
Martinez isn't the most wheelchair-accessible place, you see. I'd slow you down.
I suppose that's probably true. I'm out about the wheelchair inaccessible thing. That stinks. I'm sorry.
Perhaps another time.
She turns back to you with a hopeful glint in her eyes. Perhaps another time then. Great. I gotta get going now. Nice conversation, Lena. You seem like a pretty neat person.
Of course, dear. Good luck with your case.
Thanks. And sorry, Kim. Well, what happened in here? Get a reality lowdown. I would love one. You have no idea where you are. Lena encouraged you to ask others to explain the world to you in greater detail. Perhaps try a rich person. Rich people are educated. I mean, maybe? Seems like an assumption, but, you know, probably some of them are. Kim. Hey, Kim. Hey, Kim.
Yes?
Tell me about the case again.
What do you want to know?
Would you say this is a mysterious case?
No, it's not a particularly mysterious case.
Why not?
The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute.
Yeah.
It doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the pieces together. I just don't see the case getting more mysterious than that.
I was thinking something otherworldly might be involved. You know, something supernatural.
I can assure nothing like that will happen. Do you know why not?
Are you sure? I think something like that is already happening. Why not? Because it's impossible. I know that still. Let's go with why not. You go ahead and tell me, Kim.
Because it's not part of reality.
He makes a precise hand gesture. Okay, thank you, Kim. That's good clarification. I appreciate you.
The gesture resembles an orchestra conductor bringing the choir to a full stop.
Thank you, composure. That does illustrate it very nicely. Continue.
So desperately mundane. You need to funk this case up.
I need to funk this case up, apparently. Great. Good to know.
There's something the lieutenant isn't seeing. The universe is too irrational, too morally complex. You should convince him.
Interesting point, Inland Empire. I also just noticed that this is, in fact, a body with this going on for a head. So that's pretty neat, too. Anyway, actually, I have all I need for now.
Good.
Good. Anyway, nothing. Oh, shoot. Hang on. There was a thing.
Yes?
Inland Empire. Legendary 14. Convince Kim there's a sexy dark mystery twist in the case. This is a white check. You may retry it. 3% chance. 3%. Do I have a way of boosting my Inland Empire? Hang on. Inventory. Inland Empire. Do I have anything that... The horrific necktie boosts my Inland Empire. So that's why it's a 2 rather than a 1, huh? Okay, well, it's going to have to do. It's going to have to do, Kim. All right, Kim. You
Yes?
just stand there for just a second. What do you think?
Only banal things strike you. At the core, you're a very banal person with a very small soul.
That seems so horribly unnecessary. Morale critical. Heal yourself now. Done.
One you should be ashamed of. It's no wonder the soft one doesn't want it back. It was right to abandon you.
The soft one. Would that be my ex-wife that we're not talking about? It was right to abandon you. Cool. So, There are consequences to failing checks. I'll have to remember that. Bye. Good thing I had some drugs on me to make sure I didn't die just now. Anyway, should we go talk to that guy we were supposed to talk to, like, a while ago? Hi. How are you? It's me again.
The man with the unimpressive beard notices you approaching. He drops the ledger he was holding and turns to the lieutenant.
The man with the unimpressive beard. That's an extremely judgy way to refer to him. I don't even have a beard. I mean, I guess I have chops, but, you know, whatever, it's fine. Carry on.
Mr. Guard, right? You run this place.
The lieutenant glances into his little notebook. I had a perfect opportunity to insert that, and I did not take it.
Yes.
He responds tersely. That was pretty terse.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41...
He looks to you, realizing he still doesn't know your name. The Harbinger of Ruin. What is gold and orange like a forest fire, but smells like liquor? I'm currently in between names. Say nothing. This is specifically what I was... This is as far as I got when I was trying to think of a new name for myself. I'm doing that one.
Are you kidding me?
No, man, help me out. What is gold and orange and smells like liquor? Kim's about to say something. Let him.
It's you. It's obviously you. You smell like liquor. And you're orange.
Am I orange? I guess I have pants that are orange. Does that count? Continue, please.
See? Everyone agrees it's your color scheme. We're on the right track with this name thing.
Clearly, we're getting somewhere.
Is this what you get when you call the police now? We've been waiting for a week here.
Maybe I should have kept my mouth shut. Sorry, Kim.
Sir, I understand your concern, but we are here to do a job.
At least he
And
is.
for us to do it, I need you to stay calm.
Yes, of course.
He takes a step back. Kim, you're good at this. You're way better than me. I should keep my mouth shut, but I'm not gonna. Continue.
I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene, but it also took you a while to call us. It was you who placed the call, correct?
A fair point.
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
Okay. Good to know.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
He looks behind a pile of coasters, finds a slip of paper, and hands it to the lieutenant. Can I access this right now? I can. Who made the call reporting the crime? Someone reported the hanging to the RCM. Maybe if you find out who it was, it may shed new light on the events. You have an idea where to start, but the caller could have been anyone. Call Sylvie using Kim's shortwave to ask whether she made the call. All right, well, it's a place to start. Oh, look at that. I had quests I already finished. Find your other shoe. Seems like your green snakeskin shoe is missing its partner. You should find it before you go venturing into the wild unknown. 2 shoes are better than 1. Unite them again. I did. Ask him to tell you about the case. Police officers get briefed about the cases they're given. Sometimes they forget the briefing, though, and need to be briefed again. Click on Kim and ask him how about the case. I did it. I done it. All right. Close that. Sorry. You were saying?
This sounds like something you can use to call this Sylvie later.
Good job, reaction speed. You're on top of things. Continue.
You said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
This is a very police line of questioning.
What, of Martinez? No. I live in Jamrock.
Me too, I
only
think.
sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many, many cafeterias I manage.
You're a very accomplished cafeteria manager, clearly. Anyway, do continue.
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need directions.
And we probably will.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
I don't have a particular opinion on the matter. Continue.
I didn't imply that.
He turns to you.
Detective.
That's me.
He probably means this is where you step in and ask your questions.
Right then, questions. I got this. Play the fool. Who, me? No, I'm good. Pass on the questions. No, I've been making a terrible impression on Kim, and I'm going to do these questions, dang it. Here we go.
His face expresses profound doubt in your having this.
I mean, it already did. Yes, that's been the expression the entire time.
Ask him about the body's location before asking if he killed him. People give up information in the more innocuous questions, which you can later use in the more sinister ones, not vice versa.
That's some pretty good advice, Frederick. Thank you for that. Where exactly is the body? Who killed him? Why did Sylvie go away? You know, I actually can't think of a single thing. Ah, where exactly is the body?
Behind this building, there's a courtyard.
He points to
They
the kitchen
hoist
behind
him
him.
up on a tree there.
I see. And how do we get there then?
That's easy. See that door there?
He points to the west.
First, you exit through that.
Mhm.
Then, to your right, you should see a big hole in the fence. A really big one. You can get to the courtyard through there. No need for the keys. The hole is big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry to fit through.
That's a big hole. I suspect you're exaggerating, but yes.
This man means the heavy cavalry of the innocents Franco-Negro, sweeping over the plains and nations of the enemies of mankind. 5th century style. The unified currency and the concept of cool came in their wake.
I
They
see.
wore lamella and carried guns. But first and foremost, Franco-Nigerian heavy cavalry was really, really wide. That hole in the fence must be enormous.
It's kind of hilarious hearing this very deep, serious voice that is my brain saying all these things. The hole in the fence must be enormous. Okay, cool. Well, that's a whole bunch of information I didn't need, and that's exactly what Encyclopedia does. Great. Who killed him? Why did Sylvie go away? Why don't we start with why did Sylvie go away?
She went away because none of your business.
I mean, I suppose that's fair.
Have they not been telling you you're a cop?
Am I not a cop? Everything is my business. Fine. I'm pretty sure everything is not my business, and I'm pretty sure if I push on this particular front that Kim's not necessarily going to back me up. Going with, Am I being obnoxious? Am I being obnoxious? Am I always going to be obnoxious?
Okay, you got me. She went away because of the dead body out back. And because I asked for her number. That's why Sylvie went away. I hope you appreciate that.
I mean, you did get her number, so that's something. Maybe? Cool. Well, we humiliated Gart. I'm sure he feels great about that. Gart? I'm not going to try and do the French R's. I'm sorry. I just did. It sounded like I was choking on my tongue. I'm so sorry. Continue, please.
Thank you.
The lieutenant says. He opens his little notebook at the cover. The number is safely tucked away in a small pocket. Mystery solved. Didn't go well? I feel like that's prying maybe a little too much, but I did just say that I'm a cop and everything's my business.
I asked an employee out. She didn't want to come, but felt obliged to. It was a bad idea. Now, what is so goddamn fascinating about that for you? It's got nothing to do with the lynching.
This stuff gets on my nerves. I'm a feminist. I guess I like to be thorough. Everything has something to do with everything. I don't know. I just went for it. You're right. I probably shouldn't have asked. I'm going with this one. Make it sound like I'm in control of the situation. Although I'm not.
Good for you. Was there something else? I'd like to get back to what I was doing.
Poking that bird? Yeah, good job. I'm guessing I broke it. Sorry about that. Who killed him?
I don't know who killed him. I'm not the police. That's your job.
I suppose it probably is, but I figured I'd ask and see if you had any insight, you know?
This is it. He said they hoisted him up on a tree. Who is this they, if he doesn't know?
That's a fair point. Did you kill him? Probably not. Before you said they hoisted him up on a tree, who did you mean by they? I have another question. Maybe he just meant the killer generically, but let's just go ahead and ask about it.
People are saying it was the union dock workers, that it was a lynching.
He's a bit surprised that you caught that. Hooray! My intellect. That's what it's good for. Who exactly is saying that?
The locals, the customers, the people who eat here. A lot of dock workers eat here. Sylvie told me everyone knows the dock workers did it.
Ah, well, Sylvie seems like an expert on this particular topic, doesn't she? Continue.
Did the debarders themselves tell her this, or is it a rumor?
Presumably that second one, but I think you know that, Kim.
I don't really know. You'll have to ask her.
I suppose I will. Why would the dock workers lynch this man? Playing dumb. Didn't I hear about this? I feel like... Anyway, carry on.
I would suppose it's because they have nothing better to do.
Oh, look who has opinions. It's Gart, the cafeteria manager. Continue, please.
You mean the strike?
Yes, the strike. The man they hanged was a security guard for the harbour company, I hear. A mercenary. The unionistas probably thought they'd send a message.
He makes little quotation marks with his fingers when he says the word strike. So yes, he has opinions. Did you kill him? I'm doing it.
What are you, crazy? Of course I didn't kill him.
Okay, good. It's interesting that it's written out. Of course I didn't, in asterisk, kill him. Then what did you do, Gart? But I can't ask, so that's okay. I have another question.
The lieutenant turns the page in the little notebook he's been scribbling in.
I don't actually have another question. I lied. That's all.
Let's go.
Great, I gained experience. Thanks, Kim.
Not so fast. You owe me 130 real.
What's real? Savoir-faire, medium, slip away unnoticed. I don't know you shit. I can't access my clothing right now, so I can't take off the clothing that makes me worse at savoir-faire. 130. I don't have near that much. 42% chance. 2 out of 5. Cannot be retried. I'm not sure how I possibly could slip away unnoticed when I'm in the middle of a conversation with this man right now. I know what real is. It's right there. I picked it up. I pickpocketed that man. I know what real is. And also the fact that he wants me to pay him 130 real suggests to me that 5 is not very much. What's done. Right. I interviewed the cafeteria manager. That's what happened here. That's why this was glowing. Okay. If I fail it, am I going to die? If I fail it, am I going to die? I'm trying it.
One moment you're running like the wind. Then you've suddenly turned around and are giving him the finger, furiously, with both hands. Why?
The lady in the wheelchair is right behind me, isn't she? Why did I do this? Why did I have to use both my hands to flip him off? Why both? Fuck you, asshole. The lady in the wheelchair is right behind me, isn't she?
That's true. Yes. And it's worrying. But let's not fixate on it. Look at that stupid bartender instead. He has no idea what's going on. You and your fuck you fingers floating in the air. Barkeep's got his mouth agape like an idiot. You showed him.
Did I show him, though? Did I? Why did I do this? Why did I have to use both my hands to flip him off? Why both?
Watch out!
I would like to. I'm unconscious again, aren't I?
Everything goes dark.
Well, this is a magical moment.
Back so soon.
I had an accident, so worth it. This did not need to happen. I gave no such commands to my body. I did, though. Was it worth it? I'm really worried about Lena.
Those are mysteries of the spinal cord.
Aha.
The spinal cord has yet to reveal itself to you. Its mysteries are unholy mysteries.
Wow, there's more of you? Hidden? I'm so cool. I don't know, that just comes off as lazy effort at reconceptualizing the antics of a shambling drunk. That one!
If it comes off like that, it's because it is. And you are.
I mean, good point. You are me, after all. Great!
How's it going out there? Are the tiny apes screaming about money yet?
It's not going very well. I'm doing fine. I think the tiny apes have started screaming, yes.
Did one of these tiny apes have a pale green face?
An old woman appears out of the blackness. Yes, what? No, I don't think so. A pale green face, you say? No, I don't think so.
It's a joke, sweetie. I didn't actually think you saw the kind green ape of South Safra in a hostel in Martinez. That would be ridiculous. Are you okay?
Are you okay? You seem to be okay. Apparently, I mostly hit the, this thing. And I also probably owe a lot more money now.
No. You have sustained a trauma to your lower neck.
Great.
In addition, you have strained your left trapezius muscle. Pain surges down your back when
No.
you move.
Oh, sorry, I interrupted. No, are you okay? Ouch, I'm not very okay.
The chair took the brunt of it. Don't worry.
That's good.
Are you sure, ma'am?
Yeah.
Yes. Check on him.
Sir, I didn't mean for this to happen. I'm sorry. This has always been a cop-friendly place.
The man seems shaken by the incident. I mean, I guess that's reasonable. You wouldn't expect me to just charge towards the door. I don't know what I was thinking was going to happen. Do continue, though.
The drinks are on the house, okay? There were a lot of drinks on the tab. I still have to charge you for 3 nights and the broken window, though. That's 100 square.
So you gave me 30 off. Great. Continue.
He's shaken. Barter now, and he'll cave in.
I won't pay for that window. Ouch, grab your side. Cool, thank you for your cooperation. Grab your side. Do we want to push it? I mean, I just charged across the room, did a double flip him off, and dived into a pinball machine. Rhetoric seems to think this is the time.
Okay, fine. I'll take it off your bill. Sleep in a post-apocalyptic hellhole if you want to. Just know I won't give you another room.
Cool, or thank you for your cooperation. Yep, Gart's having a great day. Hooray.
Don't thank me yet. You still owe me 60 real for 3 nights stay. If you don't have it by tonight, I just can't let you up there.
He points upstairs towards your room. Yeah, fair enough. I suppose the consequences for refusing to pay for the window is it's not going to get fixed. And I apparently am going to be still staying here, so I need to get 60 real within the course of the day. Huzzah!
For God's sake, watch out for yourself.
I'll try. I'm half dead. Ha ha! Pay for damages. You need to pay for the damages you caused in the whirling in rags, or you won't have a place to stay tonight. Ask around for money and be careful with your spending. If you're unsure how much you owe, ask Gart. It's 60. I remember. Good. Lovely. End, please. What's this?
By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, and this place sure isn't it.
Do I even have one? I have no idea. Discard thought. Do I even have one?
But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere.
I don't know. Near? South, maybe. Far away? Up on Marble Hill. I mean, apparently I come from Jam thingy. Let's go with this one.
You don't really know, do you?
I don't. Does this mean I'm homeless? I have only a vague blackened image. This one.
South, maybe. Doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money.
Could I trace the way back somehow? To the exact street, the exact number on a building? I'll live in a dumpster. I don't care. Fuck everything. Hobo cop. That one.
Entertain the thought when you get the time. Maybe being a hobo and a cop has its advantages.
It added it to my thoughts. My goodness. End, please. Let's have a look here. Hobo cop. Temporary research bonus. -1 composure. Ungainly and rambling. Research time 4 hours and 20 minutes. A cop and a hobo. A hobo cop. Upsides, can be disheveled, doesn't have to wash, carries himself with lurched gusto. Hobo cop doesn't need anyone or anything. No one can kick you out because you don't have a home. Never pay rent again. Never again hear, you're drunk. Why did you even come here, Harry? Go home. You're embarrassing yourself. I do seem to be Harry, huh? Downsides. Are there any? I mean, seriously, give me one. But I can't probably internalize more than one thought at once, can I? Can I? I just take a composure hit, but I have 5 composure. That's not bad. Let's try it. Let's see what happens. Ah, I switched over to Hobocop instead of Guillaume de Lemillon. Incidentally, I didn't make the connection that, I guess Harry is his name, was trying heavily to imply that he himself was Guillaume Lemillon, just down on his luck after the disco bubble popped or whatever. I get it now. I'm not sure that it's worth entertaining as a possibility, but I get it now. Hobocop versus Guillaume Lemillon. What's the benefit to actually internalizing these things? I have no idea. Is there one? Is there one? Bonuses from thoughts. -1 logic, -1 composure. Oh. Interesting. They are both going. They are both going. It's both of them are happening. That's why I have the two negative bonuses. Great. Cool. Good things to have on your mind when you're trying to do an investigation of a murder. Seems like a great place we're in right now. Lovely. Lovely time had by all. I kind of feel like we should maybe avoid the guy who's in the corner. Probably we should avoid the guys in the corner. I did rob him after all, and he is unconscious. And maybe Kim would have a better luck with rousting him, but it seems like something that we shouldn't actually pry with, doesn't it? Now, here's the other thing. It's been over an hour. I talked to this guy. That's a start, right? Haven't seen the body yet. That'll be next. But it's going to have to happen next time, isn't it? Oh, hey, I can zoom in. That's nice. Look at this. Look at us. You can't even tell we're in the middle of a hellscape. I mean, we're only a little bit in a hellscape. It's only a mild hellscape. I like that I can shake my head disapprovingly. No, don't like it. Don't like it. Well, okay. Listen, thank you for watching. Next time we're going to go out back and we're going to go see the body, and we're maybe going to cut it out of the tree. It having been there for a full week. I'm sure it will be in lovely, good condition, and we'll all have a very good time. I will see you when that happens next time.